What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and right now we are witnessing one of the biggest backpedals in gaming history, and it's definitely a good thing for us gamers. So I want to make sure you guys knew about it. Sit back, relax, enjoy the Battlefield 4 multiplayer gameplay, and let's talk the next-gen consoles. Alright, so as you guys know, over the past couple of weeks, we've gotten into a pretty big and bloody next-generation console war in between the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And last week at E3, it got even worse because this is where they kind of let everything out of the bag. We got to see what the PlayStation 4 looked like. We got to see exclusives from both consoles. We got to hear about new features and new things that are coming to these consoles. And overall, things have been kind of going downhill for Microsoft. I mean, a lot of people already weren't happy with their reveal event where all they talked about was TV, fantasy sports, and now, you know, people aren't happy about quite a few of the different requirements that the Xbox One said they were going to have. You know, things like the DRM always online policy, where you have to check in at least every 24 hours in order for your console to work. Well, PlayStation used that against Microsoft and were like, hey, you don't have to check in online with us. And then a lot of people were also upset with Microsoft over the fact that you can't play used games and you have to have a fee, and like it just, you know, it wasn't going to be as simple as just giving somebody your disc and allowing them to play it. And PlayStation was like, hey, you can play used games if you want, you know, trade with friends, have fun, do whatever you want. And, you know, really Sony was just taking all these things that people were mad at Microsoft at and just turning them around, being like, hey, we're, you know, good to go here. You don't have to worry about us. We aren't going to put any, you know, restraints on how you can game. You know, we're a gaming platform, not an entertainment platform like these other guys are trying to be. So, you know, people were all very upset with Microsoft over this. And then finally, at the very end, Sony announced that their console was going to be $100 less. So everything was just kind of sliding downhill for Microsoft at this point. It was bad. Well, today we've learned that they are turning things around and they're actually listening to us and our feedback, which is pretty cool. So listen up here. This is an update they posted on their website that I'll link down in the description. He said, since unveiling our plans for Xbox One, my team and I have heard directly from many of you, read your comments, and listened to your feedback. I would like to take the opportunity today to thank you for your assistance in helping us to reshape the future of Xbox One. Today, I'm announcing the following changes to the Xbox One and how you can play, share, lend, and resell your games exactly as you do today on the Xbox 360. Here's what that means. An internet connection will not be required to play offline Xbox One games. After a one-time system startup with a new Xbox One, you can play any disc-based game without ever connecting online again. There is no 24-hour connection requirement, and you can take your Xbox One anywhere you want and play your games, just like on the Xbox 360. So there you go. That's their first change. You no longer have this online DRM. You don't always have to be online. You don't have to check in every 24 hours. You just have to be connected once when you set up your console. Next up, the next change that they made is trade in, lend, resell, gift, and rent disc-based games just like you do today. There will be no limitations to using and sharing games. It will work just as it does today on the Xbox 360. So that's the second change. If you buy a disc and don't like it, you can sell it on eBay, you can trade it into GameStop, you can take it to a friend, you can do whatever you want. They aren't going to place any restrictions on used games, which is obviously a good thing. And then finally, the last thing that he mentioned in this little update on their website was, in addition to buying a disc from a retailer, you can also download games from Xbox Live on day one of release. If you choose to download your games, you will be able to play them offline just like you do today. Xbox One games will be playable on any Xbox One console. There will be no regional restrictions. So if you decide to connect to the internet and download a game, then you can unconnect to the internet and you can still play it. You don't need to be connected to the internet to play a game that you downloaded. So again, that's a good thing. So now at this point in time, both these consoles are pretty much even in these situations. You know, they aren't going to make you check online and, you know, check in and make sure you're not stealing games. They aren't going to penalize you for, you know, using a friend's game or lending a game to a friend. You know, it's all even in that sense. Now, of course, these consoles have their own unique features, like the PlayStation 4 is $100 less because the Xbox One comes with the Kinect in the package. You know, that camera is not going to be inexpensive. And then also, you know, there's other stuff like different hardware components, different controllers, all that kind of stuff. And I think I'm going to do a full in-depth comparison of both consoles because I've gotten hands-on of the controllers of each one, and I know, you know, a lot of stuff about both of these consoles from E3 and things like that. So that's another video for a later date. And this one, I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that Microsoft did change its policies, and now on the Xbox One, just like on the PlayStation 4, there is no always online. There are no online checks or anything like that. You can can play games offline, and then also both systems allow used games now. You don't have to pay a penalty or anything like that in order to sell your games or use a friend's or anything like that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Battlefield 4 gameplay. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.